I'm going to walk you through exactly how Gentiles are grafted into Israel and how their role in the kingdom, especially in the New Jerusalem, is to serve Israel and not replace her. The truth is rooted in the Torah, prophets, and the New Testament writings, and is confirmed by biblical prophecy. How Gentiles are grafted into Israel. Let's start with Romans 11:17 through 24, and Paul will explain this. And if some of the branches were broken off, and you, being a wild olive tree, were grafted in among them, do not boast against the natural branches. Israel equals the natural olive tree, the Gentiles, the wild olive branches. Gentiles are not creating their own tree or church. They are being grafted into Israel's tree, her covenants, her Messiah, and her Torah. In Ephesians 2:12 through 13, at that time you were without Messiah, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel. But now you are made nigh by the blood of Messiah. Gentiles were strangers to the covenants, foreigners to the promises, but by Yahushua's blood they are now brought near. Grafted in does not make them Israel by blood. It makes them part of Israel's covenant nation, like the mixed multitude who left Egypt in Exodus 12:38. Gentiles do not replace Israel. In Romans 11:1, has Yahuwah cast away his people? God forbid. There is no spiritual Israel. That's what they've been saying. That's what Christians say. But there is no spiritual Israel. That replaces the physical children of Jacob. The 12 tribes remain the central family, and the Gentiles who believe in Yahushua join that house, but do not lead it. Did you hear me? They will not lead it. Gentiles will serve Israel in the kingdom. This is not punishment, it's order. It was set as the standard. When the covenant was with Abraham, he had set the standards with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob. So it's always supposed to be like that for Israel to rule over all the other nations. In Isaiah 14:1 through 2, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahuwah for servants and handmaids. In the millennial reign and beyond, Gentiles who join Israel will cling to Israel, be possessed as servants and workers, help in rebuilding of Zion, as in Isaiah 60:10. More proof, Gentiles' roles in New Jerusalem. In Isaiah 60:10 through 12, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For the nation and kingdom will not serve thee, shall perish. Gentile kings will serve Israel. Nations that refuse are destroyed. Israel will no longer be the tail, she will be the head, as in Deuteronomy 28:13. In Revelation 21:12, 24, and 26, and had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. And the nations of them which are saved shall walk in the light of it, and the kings of the earth do bring their glory and honor into it. New Jerusalem has 12 gates, only for the 12 tribes. Gentiles are outside the gates, bringing in offerings, glory, and tribute. This mirrors Isaiah 60 and Zechariah 14:16 through 19. The Gentiles must submit to Israel's king and order. In Zechariah 14:16, and it shall come to pass that everyone that is left of all the nations shall even go up from year to year to worship the King, Yahuwah of hosts, and to keep the Feast of Tabernacles. Gentile nations must observe Israel's feast days. They must travel to Jerusalem to worship. If not, no rain, plague, and judgment. This is the facts. Gentiles are grafted into Israel, not a new church in Romans 11. Gentiles do not replace the 12 tribes, as in Romans 11:1. They will serve Israel in the new kingdom, Isaiah 14:1 through 2, and Isaiah 60:10 through 12. New Jerusalem is for the 12 tribes only, Revelations 21:12. Gentiles will bring tribute, worship, and serve, as in Zechariah 14:16 and Isaiah 66:18 through 23. So this is the final prophetic declaration. Yahuwah is not building a new church. He's restoring the kingdom to Israel. The Gentiles who repent and believe will be grafted in, but in the New Jerusalem, they will serve and not rule. The head will no longer be the tail, and Zion will rise, and nations will bow.